Have you ever felt unmotivated, drained, lost? Listen up, you're not broken and it's not the end. Burnout is real, but so is recovery. And today I'm going to give you the exact steps to get that fire back in your life. Let's go. When you've been running on empty for too long and it feels like the life has been sucked out of you, everything feels harder. You don't feel like meeting anyone. You don't feel like going outside. You don't even feel like watching your favorite TV show on your own couch. It could be signs of a burnout. Burnout is not always overworking. Burnout is sometimes also overgiving. We'll get back to that later. You feel stuck in autopilot. Things that you used to love feels like a chore. Everything feels mundane. It's because you've been running on empty. Maybe you had, a very demanding job where you've just been overgiving. But maybe you're also very uninspired and not really living in your purpose. Like, what is your purpose? You ever stop to think, what is actually draining me? And why do I feel this way? You could yoga all you want. And you can go to your meditating classes all you want. But sometimes self-care isn't the problem. The root is much deeper. We'll get into that too. Stop forcing productivity. If you feel like, I just gotta push myself harder and eventually I will snap out of it. No. You can't snap your way out of a burnout. It just doesn't work like that. The more you force yourself, the worse it actually gets, which ultimately results in you having to stay at home, work, go to therapy for even longer. So what should you do instead? Instead of working, force yourself to rest and give yourself permission to rest. It's okay to just press that pause button on your life for a moment. Stop feeling guilty for slowing down. Because ultimately, your worth is not measured by how productive you are. Your worth is actually measured by what you bring and what you give. Rest is not like a reward or something for your hard work. No, rest is actually a requirement. I had to learn it the hard way, so take it from me. Connect with your why, guys. Why did you choose this profession in the first place? Why did you start your business in the first place? Once you figure that out, that is where it kind of ignites, even if it's a little tiny flame. When is the last time you actually felt alive and you felt passionate? Ask yourself that as well. When was the last time? Go back to that passion. What did you love to do? And what would you do if no one else is watching? That could very well be where your purpose is hidden at. But depending on where you are at your burnout, it could just be the case that you don't even know what your passion is anymore. You don't even know what you love anymore. Now, in that case, I would say try something new, something that you haven't done. My outlet was often writing books for little kids, or I love to write poetry. But even that I couldn't do anymore. I was so drained. I felt unhappy. I felt sad. I just didn't feel good anymore after working so hard. I just found out that sharing my story with you guys, which ultimately resulted in content creation, it just made it so much better for me. Change your environment. Now, this one is a very important one. Your surroundings actually can impact your whole energy level. And it's good to sometimes to just cut that routine. Try a different workspace if possible. Try a different playlist. Listen to different music to set like a different energy. I'm very big on that. Try to go outside. If you work, but even if you're home, you surrendered yourself to your burnout. Try to get out of that comfort zone and blow some life in yourself again. And that sometimes may feel uncomfortable because you're learning new things, you're doing new things. But ultimately, guys, we're going somewhere here. This is actually to get yourself back and get that fire and that spark back that you once had. Now, lastly, guys, protect your energy. And this one, I'm very big on this one. Now, when I say protect your energy, people often think protect yourself from toxic people. And that is true. Like people that are draining, people that are complaining, people that are not really in your corner. Of course, why should you deal with these people? But also you can set boundaries. I'm gonna link another video that is about stop saying yes all the time. If you want to know how you do that, you should definitely watch that video. That goes together with over-explaining yourself. Constantly over-explaining yourself sometimes without somebody even asking you to do it, because that's what we're good at too. Over explaining, but nobody asks you really. They're already all right with it. But you still explain why you can't do something. They already moved on. Once you're very clear as to why a certain boundary is set, or why you can do something, or why you're saying yes to yourself, and it's not a good idea to say yes to somebody else at the moment. If you gave a short explanation, that's fine. But let me tell you this, even if you said no, I cannot, that's okay too. You don't even always have to give an explanation. But we're wired that way, that we want to, because we think it's often rude if we don't do it, but it's actually not. You just have to know how to do it. Prioritizing yourself first is also something that is very big to me, but something that I had to learn, and I am still learning. Some of you might know I'm at home actually in real time, recovering from working really hard and going through certain things. And I'm learning this as I'm talking to you. So this is somewhat like therapy for me too. Refill yourself with people that don't drain your energy. I mean, that one is a no-brainer. The people that give you life, and especially when in a burnout, that's the people you want to be around. I'm not talking about the people that are jumping up and down all day. Because if you're clearly drained, if you're in a burnout, then that might not be, at that phase of your life, the best thing. But people that are actually positive, blow new life into you, that give you new ideas, that support you, not to a detriment, but that support you in the new things that you want to do, and then helping you along the way. That's the people that you want to be around. You also want to be around the people that can just sit with you. Without me getting emotional, because that's what I definitely don't want to do, the people that are close to you in your life are very important. Those are the people that kind of pick you up. They will help you through this difficult time. Now remember, rest isn't always just sleeping. Rest is also doing what recharges you. If you love painting, paint. If you love running outside, go run outside. If you love beach walks, take them. If you love watching series all the time, do that. If you love content creation and making videos and helping people to move further in phases of their life, do that too. Don't make any excuses. Do what recharges you. And the last point, guys, is don't stay away too long. If you love your job, if you love what you do, the longer you stay at home, the longer it takes you to get back in the swing of things. Even if it's reading emails or talking to a colleague or just giving a cup of coffee at your work, I feel like at some point, get reconnected with your job. If you feel like that is your purpose, you actually absolutely love your job, do go back sooner than later. But that's just my opinion. But make sure you go back healthy. Make sure you go back recharged. And make sure you go back a whole new outlook on what your actual purpose is. It's already getting a little dark, guys, so I really have to end this video. But have you ever felt burned out? Drop in the comments if you're ready to get that fire back. And drop in the comments if I helped you a little bit, even if it's a little bit, to get that fire back in your life and you got something from that video. I hope you do. So if you have tips and if you're done feeling stuck and you're ready to take your power back after this video, well, you just have to hit a like and subscribe. Thank you for allowing me in your time, in your life. And I'd love to see you back in the next video, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.